Live from the Schuberg Insurance Studio, it's Rob and Louise in the morning.
On Big Country 100.9, it is 8:40, and it's Wednesday, and it's the Wednesday after Mary had the day off.
Sort of. She had other things to do.
Well, that's right. But so it's Wednesday, but that means we're talking real estate with Mary Peacock. Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
It has to be pretty exciting to have the snow melting because it's probably just easier to show and figure out how to show homes.
It's a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah.
The warm weather sure does help.
Oh, yeah.
But really, nothing slowed down when it comes to the real estate market.
Nope, we're still a sizzling market. Still lack of inventory, and rates are still low. So now's the time to get your house on the market. I think, though, what the prediction is with the pandemic coming, with everybody getting their vaccines, whatever, and summer coming, the inventory is going to start to increase. I just feel like that's what's going to happen this summer, but it's still going to be a seller's market, I believe. But
if you're thinking about selling your home, now's a great time to take action, and there are probably things that you can do before they even give you a call, which should be the first or second thing you do after you say, okay, I want to sell my home. But there have to be things that you can start preparing for when it comes to around the house, getting it looking better, especially after the winter.
yeah, I mean, with the thaw coming on, we're going to look at our yards and be like, oh boy. I know I'm doing that with mine.
The fall was coming on?
Did I say spring or fall?
No, I don't know. With the fall coming on, it scared me because the snow's melting. I'm already seeing last year's
I
leaves.
think I meant the thaw.
Oh, thaw. The thaw. You may have said that. I just didn't hear you right. Okay, all right.
That's a very important issue because after the winter, everybody's home and yard kind of needs some sprucing up, and that might be the first step because that's your curb appeal right there to start with.
It is. When you drive in that driveway, you want to be able to entice them to go inside.
Yeah.
Just kind of cleaning everything up, which everybody does the spring cleanup anyways.
Really?
And then
We all do?
Well, okay.
Oh, we got
Put that on your list.
Write that
Mary
down on the
says.
And you're getting ready to move because that's the goal. That's the end game, to move. So start packing up things that you don't use daily, really getting things minimized so the buyers can actually see their family in the home.
Yeah, and that's a very important issue because you live in this home and this is your stuff and you feel personal about it, but that's not the way you want to present the home to someone who might potentially buy it.
Well, that's true. I mean, how many of us have went into model homes and just kind of looked and be like, oh, wow, I mean, it's staged perfectly, and it's just, you can vision yourself in the home. Mm-hmm. Well, you want to do that with your own personal home. So take down any personalization pictures, anything that, that you can pack away, get ready.
So you mean that the bedroom that Rob painted in Harley Davidson colors, orange and black, probably, unless you know the potential buyer is a Harley person, not the least personal thing you can do.
That is pretty specific.
It was very creative too.
It was very creative.
It was orange and black in the half and half. And the border in the middle was a Harley Davidson border going around in the middle, and it was great.
But as a real estate agent, Mary would say,
hey.
I would kind of look at you and say that needs to be depersonalized. But as a Harley lover, I'd be like, oh.
Cool.
Now, see, but when we moved into that house, the room was a little girl's room. That spare bedroom was a little girl's room. And I changed it into a Harley room, and the curtains were like chiffon that were in there and had these little puff balls on the curtain rods and stuff. So, I mean, they hadn't changed it.
I'm just saying it's easier to paint over pink than orange and black.
It is tough. Or a red wall. I used to have a red wall, and that's tough. That took a lot of primer.
So now is a great planning time. So the first step is, all right, what do I need to fix? And the second step is contacting you.
Yeah, call me. I will come over and we'll do a walkthrough and give you some advice on what would, appeal to the most amount of buyers, because that's what the end game is.
Mass
appeal
appeal.
to the masses of buyers. And then make a game plan. See if the numbers make sense and if the move even makes sense.
So get your house on the market before it gets maybe a little less of a seller's market.
Well, the warmer it gets, then the more inventory we're going to get, because
Right.
everybody's going to have that same thought. Like they're feeling a little bit more comfortable about the pandemic's under control, because that was the biggest thing,
Sure.
obviously.
Sure.
And the warmer weather. That's definitely bringing
Itching
more
to
inventory.
move.
Yes, absolutely.
So how do they reach you?
So they can reach me on my website at peacockrealestate.com, loaded with a lot of information, or they can give us a call at our office at 231-856-4456.
It's so good to have her back.
It is. And let me tell you this, though. I just had an idea. We could sell the Harley colored room as a reading room for the women.
What?
A Harlequin romance.
He's so creative.
Yes, he is. Not necessarily mass appeal, but somebody loves it.
Very specific.
All right. Thanks, Mary. We will. Are you in next week?
I will be here.
Oh, you're here next week. And we will be talking about what does 2021 have in store for home values.
That's important. Everybody wants to know that information.
Yeah, well, we'll see you next week.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Mary.
I wanna dance by the water neath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by a string of blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me?